Hello, welcome to my channel. This is the Department of ICT, that is Information Communication Technology. So I'm going to look at all the tutorials concerning the Information Communication Technology, and I'm going to begin with the introduction to Information Communication Technology. As you can see from my screen, this is the Department of the ICT, and I'm going to begin with the introduction to Information Communication Technology. So if you are doing a diploma in ICT, this is the right place to be, because I'm going to begin with module 1, that is the diploma in ICT. Not the even those who are doing certificates, we have some terms that, or we have some topics that will help you as a certificate, but it's satisfied for the diploma student. So welcome. I'm going to begin with the definition of terms, as this is the introduction. This is the topic on the introduction to information communication technology. So we have to understand what is information, what is communication, what is technology. We have to understand that we are going to become literate in computers. So we are going to begin everything concerning the technology. When you hear technology, know that we have to deal with things like computer, we have to deal with data, information communication technology, information system. So we are going to begin with a computer, as this is the definition of terms. So what is a computer? If you are told to define a computer, because a question may come in a next exam and you may be asked to define the following terms. You are given a question to define the following terms, maybe the right computer. So what is a computer? So a computer is an electronic device that accepts and processes data into information, store it in its memory, and produces output. So what is an computer? So remember, it's not just a device, it's an electronic device that accepts and processes data into information, store it in memory, and produces the output. So that's the definition of a computer. So we are going to look at the data, the information, and we are going to look at the storage devices. That's where we come to look at the memory, and we are going to look at the output devices of the computer. So welcome, that is computer. The next term is all about data. We have defined computer, now we are defining data. This is the definition of terms. So what is data? Data are raw, check out my computer, they are raw and processed and unorganized facts and figures. So you look the facts and figures that has no meaning. Example, A, P, these are figures. Or 1, 2, 3. They are figures. They have no meaning to the user. But when it comes to the computer, the data are raw and processed and unprogrammed, unorganized facts. So these are the unorganized to the, and they have no meaning to the user. When you click on them or when you have them, they have no meaning. But when they get inputted to the computer do the processing and produces the output. That's from the definition of the term of the computer. So what is now information? We are beginning with the definition of term. What is information? Information is data. Get back to the definition of data. They are facts and figures that has not been processed. So now information is the data that has been processed. So what is data? They are facts and figures. So when they get processed and when they get organized and presented, they become useful to the user, and that now become information. For example, the same thing I'm writing here, this is information because I produced the meaning of the word information is our data. But when I write I, D, A, P, 3, Q, R, they have no meaning to the user. But when they get processed and then organized in a way of this way, like I and F, or to produce information, they become useful to the user, and that is what we call it information according to the to now information communication technology. So I'm going to define information communication system. What is information communication system? Integration of computers and telecommunication that facilitate communication. So integration of computers and telecommunication devices. So when computers are joined together to facilitate communication, or any software and hardware product that can store, look here, that can any hardware or software device. We come to the definition of these terms and we come to understand what they are if you are a beginner. So you see that can store, retrieve and manipulate or transmit information electronically in a digital form. So if you are asked to define information communication technology, that's all about the information communication technology. What is now information system? We are beginning with the definition of terms. Information system is a combination of hardware, software, personnel, data, and procedures that interact to improve day-to-day operation in an organization. And remember, when we continue, you'll find that the information system is the major part of the computer, because we are going to look at the processing devices. So the combination of those hardware, software, and personnel, when they get combined to improve day-to-day activities or the day-to-day operations in an organization. So remember, an organization, what an organization is and what organizations do. So these are big, big, big institutions of producing information or giving out communications. So when they get combined, the hardwares, the softwares, and the personnel, data resources, they interact together all the way to improve day-to-day operation. Maybe in an organization like, maybe we say that in an